Welcome back to Awakening the Modern Spirit. I'm your host, Jaya Banala, and today we are diving into a lesson that almost every spiritual master has whispered and every overthinker has ignored. Detach from outcome. Not because outcomes don't matter, but because you matter more than your anxiety about them. Let's begin. All right, let's be real for a moment. We humans love control. We want things to go exactly how we imagined. Step 1, step 2, step 3, and a happy ending, right? But life says, oh, that's adorable. Here's a plot twist. A job interview you thought you nailed, but you did not receive any response. A relationship you believed was the one, but it did not work out. A project you put your heart into, and you get zero recognition, just like mine. And suddenly you think, what did I do wrong? Nothing. You just wanted the fruit before the tree even finished growing. And guess what? You're not the first to struggle with this. In the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna drops one of the most quoted, most misunderstood verses ever. Bhagavad Gita 2.47 says, Karmanye vadikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma phala hetur bhur ma te sangostva karmani. Meaning, you have the right to your actions, but not to the results. Do not act with the desire for reward, but do not fall into laziness either. So basically, do the work, don't obsess over the result, and don't use detachment as an excuse to sit on the couch doing nothing. This is not passive spirituality. It's powerful, conscious effort without emotional handcuffs. Let me explain this the way modern life works. You can study for the exam, but you can't decide the exact marks. You can show up as your best self in a relationship, but you can't control whether someone else is emotionally mature. You can upload your podcast episode, but you can't force the algorithm to fall in love with you. What you can control is the quality of your action, not the timeline of the outcome. The Isha Upanishad begins with a line that sounds like a spiritual mic drop. Tena tyaktena bhunjita, meaning by detachment, enjoy life. Wait, enjoy more by holding on less. Yes, because the tighter you grip something, the more fear you create, something like this. What if I lose it? What if this doesn't work out? And fear suffocates joy. The Upanishads basically say, relax, my friend. You'll enjoy life more if you stop strangling it. Let's use a simple example. Imagine you plant a mango seed. You water it. You care for it. You give it sunshine. But if you go dig it up every morning, like, where is my mango? The seed is like, bro, I'm trying, chill. This is how we treat our dreams. We want results instantly. We want guarantee. We want control. But nature works on timing, not tantrums. Detachment is trusting that the seed you planted will grow when it's meant to. The Vedas talk about three core principles: karma, Ishvara Prasada, and Shraddha. Karma meaning action, you must act. Spiritually, effort is sacred. Ishvara Prasada, that is surrender, accepting that the universe plays its part, You're not the sole architect of reality. Lastly, Shraddha, that is trust, not blind belief, but the inner knowing that life unfolds intelligently. Do your karma, surrender the timeline, trust the process. This is the path of flow. This is the path of freedom. Detachment doesn't mean I don't care, whatever happens, happens. I'm not invested. No, detachment means I care, but I'm not controlled. I act, but I don't obsess. I show up fully, but I release expectations. Imagine how much mental space you would save if you didn't replay every outcome in your mind 500 times. Imagine the peace of doing your best and not negotiating endlessly with the universe. That's detachment. That's spiritual growing. That's spiritual efficiency. Here are some questions you can ask yourself today. Where in my life am I too attached to a specific outcome? What would change if I focused on my effort instead of the result? What am I afraid will happen if I let go? What tiny step can I take today with full intention and zero expectation? If you answer even one of these questions honestly, you'll feel a shift. As we wrap up today's episode, remember, detachment is not about giving up. It's about giving your best without losing your peace. It's about trusting that the universe has better timing than your anxiety. Krishna wasn't telling Arjuna to be passive. He was telling him to be powerfully present. So, as you step into your day, say to yourself, I will act with intention. I will release expectations. I will trust the process. Because when you stop forcing outcomes, life stops resisting you. This is the awakening of the modern spirit. Effort without fear, action without obsession, and purpose without pressure. Thank you for listening. Until next time, stay aware, stay awake, and keep growing your spirit.